must not forget to say Happy New Month. Yes, the last time we had this show on air, we did our giveaways. It was in October. It's November now. Happy New Month to you, and welcome to the first November edition of our favorite eye health show. I'm talking about Eyes on the Road. As we approach the end of the year, it's a perfect time to reflect on accomplishments and also, for those who do resolutions. In light of this, we encourage you to make eye examinations a priority. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Adding it to your achievements for this year, and hopefully including it as a goal for the coming year, because the importance of regular eye checks cannot be overstated. As always, today's episode is filled with valuable insights. Staying tuned means you're staying informed. Welcome to our new and returning listeners. You're tuned into Eyes on the Road, the program that examines one of our most delicate and vital organs. I'm talking about your eyes, if you're still wondering. And this show is brought to you by Lagos Traffic Radio, 96.1 FM. My name is Akan Usen. Okay, so as the show progresses, we'll definitely be giving you healthy and eye-opening helpings of traffic feeds. But at this time, so let's, in hindsight, over the past 10 months, we're giving you really valuable information. We've raised awareness. We've run campaigns on eye health. Now we have just stepped into the 11th month, and we're doing more advocacy and giving you essential insights. This November, we'll be shining a spotlight on diabetes. Now, that you might be wondering, okay, it's a condition, isn't it? It doesn't affect the eyes. It's not something that, but we'll be seeing how it affects the visual system. So diabetes and its impact on the visual system. Now you might be wondering, why this focus? Statistics reveal that diabetes is on the rise in Nigeria, and with this increase, we have eye problems related to diabetes becoming more prevalent. Now, our doctor will definitely be giving us more insight as regards this. But from our little research, related eye problems include diabetic cataracts. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm just learning. Retinopathy, maculopathy. The experts will be telling us diabetic retinopathy, and I understand it's a leading cause, that's diabetic retinopathy. It's actually a leading cause of irreversible blindness worldwide. And this information, according to the World Health Organization, people with diabetes are 25 times more likely to experience vision loss than those without the condition. So a lot of you might be curious about the link between diabetes and your eyes. So I know some already know, but we're here to explore this further. And that's why today on the show, we have our experts. I've been alluding to that. She's raring to go, and she'll provide us valuable insights, and answer all your questions. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mommies and daddies, let's welcome our doctor on the show this Thursday afternoon, Dr. Iziengbe Okungbowa. We call her Dr. Izzy. She's an optometrist at Crystal Eye Clinic. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy New Month.
Same to you. And yes, of course, I saw that you came in quite early. So I don't know if this question is in order, asking you how traffic was coming in.
Oh, not much traffic. I think outside is fine.
Quite fine.
Yes.
Everywhere is good.
It's good.
Okay, so doctor, diabetes.
Yes.
And our eyes.
Diabetes and our eyes. So I'm sure that people are wondering, what is the relation? Why does diabetes have any concern with the eyes when it's just?
But sorry to interrupt you. But prior to this, before diabetes and our eyes, in the intro there was this line about studies having shown that health conditions can actually discover a health condition from just looking.
Yes.
Doing an eye examination. Give us a bit of insight about this before we go talking about diabetes.
So you know how the saying goes, the eyes are the windows to the soul.
Okay, I thought you had to just do it romance and.
No, I think some people meant it quite literally.
Literally, okay.
So let me give an example with diabetes itself.
Okay.
So, it deals with high blood sugar. Sugar is not really going anywhere because there's an issue with how the body is processing sugar. So the body releases this hormone called insulin. Insulin is what tells the body to say, okay, it's time to take in this sugar. Let's use it for our activities. But sometimes that insulin can malfunction.
Right.
And then there's just an increase in blood sugar. So when you hit, your sugar just spikes.
Spikes, okay.
So you might
doesn't
not really,
go anywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. But that's where the issue is. It does go somewhere.
Yeah.
Your eyes.
Oh.
Because now it's everywhere in the body. And your eyes are not exempted. So in the eyes now, we could have tiny signs. Maybe the body is trying to help itself because the sugar isn't doing anything. It's trying to direct it elsewhere. It starts to grow new, like baby blood vessels into the eyes.
Oh.
Now, because they are so weak, they are new. They are prone to breakage and start leaking blood into the back of the eye. So that could mean your blood sugar must have spiked so high, so high, and sometimes you won't even notice. You will feel fine going about your day.
Not knowing like there's something wrong.
So there was a case we had at the eye clinic, and so just a 50-year-old woman. She came in just to have her eyes checked. She wanted to get her new glasses.
Not that there was anything wrong. She just wanted to.
Yes. Then we checked. Okay, let's see. We asked her questions. Do you have hypertension? Do you have diabetes? She said no. She's fine. She's healthy, and she looked healthy. So we didn't really probe on that. Only for us to check the back of our eyes, and we are seeing that our blood vessels were becoming really tiny.
Okay.
We could pass it off as maybe age changes, because the older you get, there will be some changes in the eyes and all that. But this didn't look normal. Went ahead with tests, and she mentioned that sometimes her vision will be blurry, and then it will just come back again. So she thought maybe she was sick. She would go and treat malaria and all that. That was another sign that something was up. So we did get her glasses done, but we told her, okay, just go check your blood sugar before we conclude on anything. Only to find out that it was actually high. And they put her on medication immediately. It was scary because we didn't know what could have happened to her if she had remained like that. Yes.
Any longer.
So all these tiny signs, the blurry vision, the fluctuating vision, these are all signs that there's something going on in the body. It might not even be diabetes. It could be high blood pressure. It could be malaria even. It could be typhoid. It could be some kind of infection. You just don't know because you're just looking fine. You feel healthy. So because of all that, the body is trying to just keep itself going, and internally something is happening. So that's how we can actually discover some issues from the eyes.
Interesting. So blood sugar levels, diabetes, and the eyes.
So I'll start with some small symptoms you could notice. I already mentioned.
You already mentioned some.
Yes, I mentioned the fluctuating vision. So some people say when they wake up in the morning, they can't really see anything until later in the day. So what happens is when you wake up, your body, you're just waking up, no activity at that moment. So the blood sugar is just everywhere, blurry your vision. And by the time you get up, you go to the bathroom, you get ready for work, maybe you even trek to work, you're burning off that sugar already. And then at that moment, you feel fine. Your vision is back to normal. Only for you, like night time now, your vision is blurred again.
Because you're not.
Yes, because you're home now. You're eating. It's not going anywhere. You're not doing any activity anymore. And then headaches is another sign. There are blood vessels everywhere in the body. The brain, the back of the eyes, your body, your hands, your feet. There are blood vessels everywhere. And how the headaches start is the blood vessels now have sugar in them, and they shouldn't have such thing. So that causes a bit of an inflammation because the body is able to detect foreign bodies, things that shouldn't be there, and it starts to react. So these blood vessels can swell, put pressure on the brain, which is causing you that headache.
Oh.
Yes, that's how the headache starts. And then another one would be floaters. We've discussed this before.
Yes, I know. Probably last year, thereabout, we talked about.
Yes.
So, but just for just for the sake of those who perhaps do not know, but it's self-explanatory. Floaters,
yes. So what happens is you're seeing some tiny things floating in your field of view, and not really harmful. They're just there float. So you see it maybe on a really bright sunny day. Maybe you're looking at your white background, you can see things floating around those floaters. Yeah. So they don't really disturb your vision. But when they get many, that's where the issue starts.
Okay.
So that could happen if your blood sugar is quite high. To leave deposits in what we call the vitreous, there's a fluid that keeps the eye round.
So it's those deposits that actually caused. Okay.
Yes. So that's what happens. You experience things floating in your vision. Sometimes they can be so large that they start to blur your vision. So you feel like just something like maybe cobwebs or like dust or something is just moving around when it shouldn't be there. And then I already mentioned difficulty seeing at night.
Yes.
So during the day where it's bright, you're able to take in more light to see things. But at night, there's no sun shining. You probably don't even have light in your house, and there's no way you can see. And as humans, we have good night vision. We're able to see tiny things, anything that's able to just reflect that we're able to pick
a bit of light.
But if people are saying I can't see news,
I need more light.
I need more light. Yes, especially when they have to read. I need more light. If I point touch now, I will see it clearly. That's a sign that
they have to increase the light for the phone backlight.
And you can't be holding your torchlight and be doing all that. It's extremely stressful. So there are signs that something is happening. You most likely have diabetes. So people can say, okay.
But can that be a pointer to something else in the body?
Yes, it can. It could be you just have a plain refractive error.
Okay.
Or you have, let's say, astigmatism, or you're just getting to the age where reading is getting difficult.
Okay, and age is catching up.
Okay,
let's take a quick detour to see what traffic is looking like. At this time, I can tell you around the Ajasa Command end, it's still a build-up from Ishefun Road through Ayobo Market, connecting Megida. But nothing to worry about. We have traffic managers very much on the ground doing the needful. Amule, Uluaga, Oja Market, and Church Roundabout looking really, really friendly. Adifemi to connect Ikola Ojudu through Fafunwa, all perfect. En route to Command Secondary School Junction through Jerusalem, looking very good. Approaching Command Secondary School Junction, it gets busy, and of course, this is due to commercial activities. Ilewe, Agbelekale, Yanomero, Jokeayo, Captain Road, connecting Ekora Junction, very good to go. Ekora Junction is calm, while traffic lights at Ilewe and Ekora Junction functioning as expected. No impediment at this time. That's the state of things on that end. And well, on the show we're talking about diabetes. Of course, in case you're wondering or you're just tuning in, is Eyes on the Road. Eyes on the Road, and we're talking diabetes and the eyes. And we have Dr. Iziengbe Okumbowa on the show with us, doing justice to this topic. Feel free to connect with us if you want ask any questions. 080-991-20777. Would love to hear from you. That's also our WhatsApp line, 080-991-20777. And you can also call 091-538-77127. It's all about you and your eyes at this very time. So would love to hear from you. Back to you, Doctor.
Yes, thank you. So aside the signs and symptoms that I've mentioned before,
yes,
I'm wondering, okay, that my vision is fine, everything is fine. Okay, what else could possibly happen or maybe lead someone to having such a condition? Like always, diabetes is hereditary. A lot of things are hereditary.
Is it?
It is, yes.
Oh, wow.
So if you have a family history, maybe your dad
diabetic in the
had
family.
diabetes, your grandparent had diabetes, it's most likely that you will have it.
Oh.
Yes, so that has to be checked. So it's good to at least have the discussion with your family members. Are there any kind of conditions I should know about? Because you also have children and you have to watch out for them too. And it doesn't matter how old you are. That's where age comes into. Although,
and these days, younger people are actually becoming susceptible to such.
Yes, it's terrible. So, and it's easy to assume that other people will have such condition usually.
But why did it change? Is it lifestyle?
Lifestyle.
Okay.
That's just it. Lifestyle. The things we eat a lot of processed
diets
foods
and all that.
Yes, a lot of sugary processed foods, and those are not healthy at all. And less activities these days. We work on the computers. Heck, we take transport to and from to work, back home.
We cannot be jogging to our house. Our house is far.
Exactly, it's far. That's the thing. So even if you can trek halfway, at least just do it. Then you take transport only half of the way. So lifestyle too is another risk factor to potentially having diabetes. And then if you have high blood pressure, this is also happening to younger people too.
Yes.
This is where lifestyle still comes in. But you are not as active at all. So if you are already managing your high blood pressure, that's hypertension, you should be careful with what you eat as well. Be careful with your sugar levels.
Okay, so there's a higher propensity for such a person to come down with diabetes.
And that's a really terrible combination.
Double jeopardy.
Double. And then this is the common one, being overweight.
Okay.
Yes, but the usual assumption is if somebody maybe is obese, they are probably going to be diabetic, which is true.
Okay.
But we've noticed that people who are also maybe similarly in a healthy weight or maybe even skinny could have diabetes too.
Oh, wow.
So it's usually all about how your body processes sugar. That doesn't mean you should be overweight though, because that's a higher risk of getting diabetes. And then
I saw something about cataract. Now, resulting from diabetes. How does that work?
Because diabetes has its own ocular manifestation.
Okay.
Aside from attacking your blood vessels at the back of your eye, it also causes cataract.
Okay.
So because this sugar it's not going anywhere into the cells of your body, so it's just roaming around.
So it's the sugar that will go and opacify the.
So it just gathers. There.
Wow.
And although cataracts are a sign of aging as well, it increases that effect.
The process, okay.
So you could meet someone, I think, actually just recently, we met a 40-year-old man. What happened was that he noticed that his vision was gradually he said his vision was dimming.
Okay.
It was dim, it was getting dimmer and dimmer, and he wasn't really sure what was happening until now. He can't even read anymore. Found that he had cataracts. We asked him, were you an accident? He said no. He hit his head, he was just fine. He noticed, but he didn't really make any effort to check what was going on, because on some days he was still fine and he just thought maybe it was nothing. Cataracts in both eyes. Then we asked him, okay, are you on any medication for anything? He said, yeah, he's on medication for sugar.
Diabetes.
So we said, okay, how are you taking this medication? He said, doesn't he take it every day? Maybe he takes it on Monday, then on Thursday you take the next dose. That's
so we seem to have a call. Let's see. Okay. Hello.
Good evening, my friend.
Welcome, sir. Elder Tewa Gwade, great to have you with us.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much. And I welcome the two doctors.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome the second doctor in absentia.
Well done.
Yes, sir.
I just want to ask, at old age, does the body need sugar, no? Is that what I mean?
At old age, do you even need to take sugar? Is that what you're asking, sir? Does the body need sugar at all? All right, but you get.
Am I clear?
Yes, you are.
Sir.
Yes, you are. Is that all, sir?
I just want to know the level of sugar somebody should have.
Okay. Thank you very much for your question. Well done, Elder. All right, Dr. Easy.
Okay, so I'll answer the first question. Does the body need sugar at old age? Yes. We need sugar, but in moderation.
Okay.
Yeah, sugar is what helps us keep going. It's like our energy source, basically. Everything we eat is converted into sugar, glucose, carbohydrates. Yes, we need all that. But that's not all we need. We also need vegetables, should I say our legumes now? We still need... So you can eat bread. I know people say bread is not healthy or it has too much sugar. You can eat bread, but not like a 3-square meal of bread. And then sugar level.
The bread is expensive now.
Everything is expensive these days. And it's now an excuse to say, okay, even though things are expensive, at least it's helping me keep healthy, but we need sugar. Then there's actually a normal range for blood sugar.
Okay.
So what they do is they take a bit of your blood and scan it to see how much sugar, or they kind of calculates the sugar in that particular pint of blood to see how your body is keeping sugar.
Okay.
So the normal range should be at least 80 to 100.
80 to 100, okay.
So 100 being the maximum you should be able to get. So from, let's say...
Anything beyond is too much.
It's too much. Anything beyond 80 is also too low.
Okay.
So it's good to keep it within that range. But I want to believe that if you're on your medication, you also have a healthy diet, you should be fine. So what we'll do is to keep your blood sugar level stable for a very, very long time, and your vision will be fine. Hope that answers your question, sir.
Definitely, it should. But if it doesn't, he'll definitely be calling back. We still open. We can take one more call: 080-991-20777 and 091-538-77127. You can also send in your WhatsApp messages: 080-991-20777. Back to you, Doctor. Even as we, move into the final lap of the show. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll talk about what diabetes can do to the eyes. We've talked about cataracts already.
Yes.
It can also cause glaucoma.
Oh, wow.
Increase your chances of getting glaucoma.
Okay.
Because now the eyes are distressed, you have sugar where it's not supposed to be, which is causing damages to your nerves as well. So anything that attacks the nerves in your eyes, the nerves are what connects your vision to the brain. So it sends messages to and fro, transmits, interprets what you are seeing into actual images that you can understand.
Mm-hmm.
So any damage to those nerves can cause glaucoma. And diabetes can do that. Then there's also what we call macular edema.
Okay, and what's that?
Yeah, so the macula is a specific... It does. So it's a specific area in the eye where light usually just goes through, because the way the eyes are positioned, when you're looking straight ahead, light goes straight to that particular area. And that area has a lot of photoreceptors which pick lights and send to the brain. Yes. Now, there's sugar in your body, way too much sugar. And your body is trying to send sugar elsewhere by creating more blood vessels into your eyes and creating blood vessels into that macula. The macula is void of blood vessels. You shouldn't have blood vessels there, but your body is trying to help itself, and then it ends up growing blood vessels into that area. And by the time those blood vessels get weak or they start to break, they leak blood, and that place starts to swell. So edema means swelling.
Yes.
Macular swelling, edema, which is going to affect your vision, because that area is responsible for your central vision. So you could look straight ahead, but you won't see what's there. Or you could even have a giant blind spot in your central vision.
And be seeing from the side.
Be seeing from the side.
Wow.
So that's not okay. That can lead to falls, which could lead to accidents and fractures. So it's really a terrible thing. Then you mentioned the retinopathies earlier. Yes. So what's happening here is retinopathies are basically changes happening in the retina. So although this is normal with aging, diabetes can also increase that effect. So now you're having blood leaking into your eyes, which is also going to cover areas where it shouldn't cover. Light is entering your eyes, but you're not picking any image. And then it can lead to something we call cortical spots. It's killing nerves. And then you see them as white patches when you look into someone's eyes. So those are very dangerous, and they cause irreversible blindness. And early detection is the best cure. The best cure
early
ever.
Detection.
Yes. Unfortunately, we keep meeting people at like the end stage of diabetes retinopathy. When it's worse, like all we can do now is just save the remaining vision that you have. And it's very heartbreaking to tell people that that's okay. All we can do now is just save what you have right now.